It's here, guys! Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania was just announced, and I am pumped to say the least. Monkey Ball? Monkey Ball? It's the 20th anniversary. Is it?
Yes!
Yeah! Let's be real though, not all Monkey Ball games are created equal, so let's discuss what I hope to see in this new remake. Without further ado, let's get started. You know what? Screw the intro. Hey there, I'm Carno, blah blah, insert well thought out introduction here. We don't have time for that. A new Monkey Ball is here, baby! Okay, let's calm down for a sec. I put together a list of 5 wishes for what we might see in Banana Mania. Of course, there's only so much they'll change for a remake, but still, let's start out simple with number 1, the return of Brian Matt. For those of you who don't know, he was the original announcer in the first handful of games, and he brought so much life into the game. In comparison, the new narrator sounds like he's dead inside. His voice just drips with almost patronizing levels of fake emotion. Number 2, new stages. I've talked about this before, but Monkey Ball 1 and especially 2 had some really fun stage ideas. Like, just off the top of my head, I can think of all these stages that used warp goals, switches, and seesaws. Like this one stage that was like you were playing basketball with a launcher, or this stage that required you to use warp gates to build up momentum. Now, I'm not saying every new stage needs to be like this, but it would be awesome to see. Like, what if they added 50 new stages? And of course, they need to be added to Ultimate Mode too. But of course, creativity is only half the picture, which leads into number 3, difficulty. This game can't be a walk in the park. I mean, yeah, not every new stage needs to be a ball buster, but the earlier games weren't afraid to push limits, arguably to a fault. And of course, this means no matter what, they can't add the jump button, unless it's in its own mode. Letting you jump would totally break some of the older stages. Looking at the trailer, well, I'm not the most hopeful, but who knows. And by the way, I have 2 smaller hopes here too. First, I'd like to be able to purchase more lives with play points again. It was a great feature and felt really rewarding. And also, give us support for the GameCube controller, at least for the Switch version. Number 4, online play. Okay, this one is more admittedly for the Switch version, but please have good online. Monkey Ball relies on having a rock-solid frame rate, no matter how crazy the stages get. Even the original games were locked to 60, so if we're gonna have online, which don't get me wrong, I really want, we can't have Mario Maker 2 levels of lag here. Also, online leaderboards would be great for the main mode. It'd be great to see how I stack up against the world. I also want online mini games too. If I can't punch Gongon from halfway across the world, I'll be disappointed. Last but not least, number 5. This one is more down to personal preference, but we can clearly see that they're using the new art style. And while I know some people like it, I would love it if they gave us the option to have the old art style too. It's not likely, I know, but a lot of people preferred the way the original ones looked. Especially if they're gonna remaster story mode, we gotta have better cutscenes now. I mean, who doesn't want to see Mimi going up Bad Boon's nose in HD? I can't believe I just said that. Oh yeah, and one more thing. $40, Sega. Make it happen. And that's basically all the main things I can think of. I mean, yeah, there are smaller things I'd like to see, like having all the original music and whatnot, but these were just some major hopes. Now we just gotta hope it's good. Man, being a Monkey Ball fan can be hard sometimes. Anyway, let me know what you'd like to see in a new game, and until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.